Welcome back to the podcast that's brought to you by SDC International Shipping, your trusted guide for global mobility and international relocation solutions. In today's episode, we're exploring one of the most complicated yet rewarding challenges in the corporate relocation move, group moves. To help unpack how it all works, I will answer the most asked questions. So let's start with the basics. When companies come to SDC with a group move, what's the first thing you want them to understand about the process? The first thing we emphasize is that a group move isn't just a larger version of an individual move. It's an entirely different operation. It requires strategic planning, clear communication, and coordination across multiple systems, countries, and time zones. At SDC, we start by understanding the company's objectives. Is this a permanent transfer or a short-term project move? How many employees are involved? What's the timeline? And how much flexibility do we have? Once we know that, we build a custom relocation framework, one that balances the company's consistency with each employee's personalization. So there's both structure and flexibility built into the plan. The next question is, how do we balance both structure and flexibility? Well, that's where experience makes all the difference. We use what we call a two-tier approach. 1, corporate level planning, where we establish policy alignment, logistic timelines, and cost projections. And 2, individual level support, where each assignee receives personal attention, from visa support to temporary housing and schooling for families. Each assignee has access to a dedicated relocation counselor and a digital platform that tracks every step, from packing to custom clearance. This blend of technology and personal service keeps everyone informed and minimizes confusion. The next question, what about scale? Some companies worry that a large move will feel chaotic or impersonal. How does SDC maintain that white glove feel when moving so many people at once? Well, that's actually our strength. Even in large-scale moves, we never lose that human touch. Every company gets a dedicated account manager who serves as the single point of contact for the entire group. That personal coordination with packing crews, logistic partners, and destination teams to make sure every shipment and schedule stays on track. Behind the scenes, our logistic teams manage air, sea, and surface shipment with precision, while our counselors handle culture training, language assistance, and destination orientation for employees and their families. We want every person in that group to feel supported, not just another name on the list. Next question. What would you say are the biggest mistakes companies make when planning group relocation on their own or with less experienced providers? Well, the biggest mistake is underestimating complexities. Companies sometimes assume that because they've done individual relocations successfully, a group move will follow the same pattern. But group moves multiply every variable: timing, customs, communication, and budget. At SDC, we use milestone tracking and proactive communication, and we see bottlenecks before they become problems. We're not just moving employees, we're moving entire communities of talent. A group move isn't just a logistic challenge, it's a human transaction. When people feel secure and supported, they perform better, integrate faster, and represent their organization with confidence. At SDC, we don't just execute moves, we build mobility experience that strengthens the employer-employee relationship. If your organization is planning a group relocation, visit sdcinternationalshipping.com or call 877-339-0267 to speak with a relocation specialist today.